What is up, everyone, and welcome back to yet another episode of the 100-Line Last Defense Academy. In the last episode, we decided to reject humanity, and because of that, it led to a rebellion war against Veshness and Dalsha, and we won those, even though the Veshness fight did take a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit tough because let the barrier get damaged too much. Anyway, that's beside the point. But we also had to make a couple of the choices. We had to make a choice to either join the rebellion or not join the rebellion, which we decided to join the rebellion, which guess what? It ended up being on the canon path of this specific route. And then we also had to make another decision later on where we had to decide between who we're going to save, and that being Commune and Nozomi. So we decided to pick Nozomi first, see where that led to, and then we went back and chose Commune and saw what that led to. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of do like these endings. I like these ones quite a bit. They don't bother me at all. It didn't drag. It was just like story. Like compared to this route over here, the Ato route, this one was tough. It was really tough going through this and just it dragging out like it did. But in this episode, we're going to go ahead and go back to the decision to either join humanity or not join humanity, to see what happens if we decide, or not join humanity, join the rebellion or deny the rebellion. So this time, let's go on back to day 87 once again, and let's deny joining the rebellion. Let's see where that leads to. If I had to guess, it's probably going to lead to our death. Probably, I don't know. So let's see what happens. But I'm not going to lie, Commune is really nice. I do like Commune a lot. So choosing between her and Nozomi was kind of difficult when we first had to do it. But let's see what happens if we decide to deny joining the rebellion. We're just continuing going back on the second scenario line here. So there's going to be a lot of endings coming up soon. We had ending 5 and 6, I believe. Yeah, in the last episode. I say no. Takumi? He's right. This deal sounds way too good to be true. It could be a trap. Yeah, things are happening way too fast. It would be natural to think she's a spy sent here by Veshness. You misunderstand. We've been observing you and your actions. That's how we knew this war was the right time to reach out. Even more reason for us not to trust you. I think we should take her in for interrogation. What? No, stay away from me. Everyone, just calm down. We all began closing in on Commune, but then... It all happened in an instant. Who killed me? Veshness? Commune had started swinging. Oh no, it was Commune. Oh, and it stabbed Nozomi with it. Oh shit! I'm sorry, baby girl. I'm sorry. Blood spurted out of Nozomi's mouth, and she fell to the ground. No, this can't be happening. Why did it have to be Nozomi? Nozomi wasn't like the rest of us. She couldn't be brought back. Rage coursed through my body. It all came rushing out as a bestial scream. Oh man. Uh-oh, I think Takumi's going psycho. Oh my god. Takumi went psycho. I slashed Commune with an infuser in a fit of rage.
Is this how you killed my mother too?
Oh my god!
You monsters!
That is horrible. That is horrible. I do not feel good about that at all.
Curse you, vile, wicked invaders!
Bro. Oh my god. It's only been about 5 minutes in this episode. Shit. Sorry. I stared down at the 2 dead bodies lying at my feet. What had I done? Time passed. Oh shit. Widespread radiation. Invaders attacked day and night. Planet Futurum quickly became a hellscape. The Futurans sent out countless invaders to kill the Earthlings. And when they arrived from the artificial satellite, the Earthlings fought them off with brutal chemical warfare. So yeah, just another big old war that occurred in this one. It was hellish. No, it was hell itself. Caught between the Futurans and humanity, we had nowhere to go. I hadn't seen any of my friends in years. Didn't even know if they were still alive. Really? We got separated from everybody? I was the one who had brought on this hell. If only I had made a different choice then. But I had no time for useless regrets. I stood up with my infuser in my hand, running from invaders and radiation to live and to survive. So this is a war. This is a war between the invaders, our Futurans, us, and the humans. It seems like so a three-way war. That is horrible. Except we don't know where everybody else is. It's just Takumi here. We don't even know what happened to Eito or Tsubasa or Hiruko or anybody else. Maybe they got killed. Who knows? From in this war, and we're just left alone. Just surviving this hell was now my life's purpose. Even though I honestly didn't even remember what else there was to live for. Yeah, because we lost Nozomi when we made that choice. Crap, man! Jesus! Alright, well that was a one and done. Or, wow. That's... Wow. Wow. Rebellion route. Failed alliance. Wow. Oh boy, man. Rebellion. Complete all rebellion routes. Damn, that's 12 endings, y'all. We got 88 more to go. Alright, well, that was interesting. I did not like this one at all. Out of these three, I bet my favorite is probably, well, it's hard to choose between these two. Probably this one because it's Nozomi. Not this one. This one because Nozomi survived in this one. But it's still, wow, that was rough. Failed alliance. Ooh, boy, man. All right, well, that was quick and easy. Man, dude, we're getting through all these endings. Like, we're getting through them quick. Alrighty. So what we got next is to decide Ava's fate. Yeah, at this point, I don't really see the point in like just choosing what I want to do, what I don't want to do. I think honestly, I think it's more fun just to go in order here, just go from the ending of the second scenario just down back to the very beginning, and then we'll get back up to this one at some point. We still have like 2 decisions we have to go through on this one, and if I had to guess, it's probably gonna be another decision down on the meat route, and maybe a couple of decisions on the kick the attacker route. So, alrighty. So without further ado, let's go back in time once again to day 63, and this time I can't allow Shoma to kill Ava. I have a pretty bad feeling about this one. I feel like if we protect Ava, she's going to end up killing us later. She's probably going to remember who she is, if I had to guess, and end up killing us. So this time around, we're going to protect Ava and see where this leads us to. It's your future. No, I won't allow it. We can't do this. This isn't about the truth or how important it is. We can't sacrifice Ava's life to get to it. That's going too far. Takumi. Letting her live could be dangerous. She might remember her true self and her true loyalties at any time. And we can't take her back to the artificial satellite when all this is over. You're saying we'll have to kill her sooner or later anyway, right? Well, what if we don't? I want to find a way. I don't want to throw Ava's life away. For better or worse, she's our friend. She's one of us. I couldn't live with myself if we killed her now. Takumi, you're following your heart. I respect that. I wish I could back you up on this, you know. But she's the only commander left. I don't like it either, but it's the only way. Releasing Ava from her pain, or release us from all the secrets, all the lies.
Why can't you understand that?
I'm telling you, none of that is worth killing a friend for. It's all right. Please, do not hesitate to kill.
Yeah.
No, Ava, don't say that. It's not how you really feel, is it? You can't die here. You have a reason to live, remember? That's why you surrendered to us, isn't it? Because you had to survive, no matter what the cost.
My true feelings. No, I don't want to die.
I know you're gonna hate me for this. I'm prepared for that. But you have to die, or we'll never know the truth. Goodbye, Ava. Uh-oh. Oh no. Is Shoma gonna get killed because she's trying to kill Ava? Oh crap. With a final tortured scream, Shoma began rushing toward Ava. Shoma, no! Stop! He slipped past me and launched himself at her. I don't want... Uh-oh. Ava's going to end up killing him. Wow. Damn, look at her eyes. Her eyes are... She's like a beast right now. Like some type of like werewolf or something. She kind of has like fangs sticking out, and then her eyes are all red. But is this Shoma? I mean, Shoma's not gonna die, right? We're not outside of the undying flames, right? So we have to revive Matic. But damn, dude, this is a horrid scene.
Shoma!
I recoiled in shock at the gruesome scene that played out over the next few seconds. At the last moment, Ava had moved like some kind of feral beast and driven her weapon right through Shoma's heart. A huge amount of blood, or rather, cryptoglobin, started pouring from the wound and flowing into a former commander.
Ava, I guess this is what I get. I'm a miserable failure to the very end.
Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Don't blame Ava, everyone.
Yeah, this is the type of Ava we're going to get in this route. She's not going to know how to hold back her feelings or anything like that. She's just gonna, yeah, this isn't going to lead to something good. This isn't going to lead to anything good at all.
It's not her fault. She's just swatting a bug that tried to hurt her. Ava, please! You need to stop!
Snapping back to my senses, I tried to pull her away from Shoma, but it was already too late. Oh, he turned into a blackened mummy, right? Yeah, if he turns into that, there's no saving him. Because that's what happened to Dadomi, right? All of her cryptoglobin, Dadomi and Kurata, all their cryptoglobin got absorbed and turned to a blackened mummy, so they can't be revived. So yeah, wow. So Shoma dies in this route. But it was already too late.
No!
Oh my god. That is horrible.
Shoma is...
Right in front of our eyes too, man. I mean, we've seen this a couple of times already. We saw Vechnus absorb Kurata and Dadomi, but oh my god, dude. Seeing this a third time right before our eyes. Oh man.
No! No! Everyone, restrain her!
We all braced ourselves for another battle. But rather than fight, Ava tottered unsteadily on her feet and passed out. She laid motionless on the ground, right next to Shoma's dried-up, desiccated body. Why? Why did it turn out like this? Once Ava was safely back in her cage, we dug a grave for Shoma and laid him to rest next to the others. All I wanted was to stop any more of my friends from dying. Instead, I'd save one life at a cost of another.
How could this happen?
Shoma! Damn it! This isn't the death I would have wanted for him.
Whatever the one last secret Shoma had been so obsessed with was, we never learned the truth about it now. I didn't care about that though. We had a much more immediate problem to deal with, namely, what to do with Ava. She'd been unconscious ever since she absorbed Shoma's cryptoglobin, lying so still and quiet that it was hard to tell if she was still alive. But that didn't change the fact that she'd killed a member of our team, in spite of her brainwashing. That wasn't the kind of thing we could just ignore. Oh man. So we're definitely gonna have to like brainwash her again or something like that. Like we did before, like we did earlier on with when CRA had us brainwash her multiple times to get back to the way she was supposed to be, into her brainwashed way. I spent this restless night worrying over what would happen next until finally. Day 64. Shit, man. I was awake now, but the living nightmare I'd experienced yesterday hadn't gone away. This is cold, hard reality. A reality where Ava had killed Shoma. How had things gone so far off track? Why couldn't I stop the people close to me from dying? I can't sit here moping. I need to talk to the others and figure out what to do about this. I feel like the others are gonna blame me for everything that happened, right? Yeah, so we're back to our stuff. I don't think we're gonna have any free time in this route though. I could be wrong. Over in the cafeteria, everybody looks solemn. When I came in, the mood seemed to get a little more tense. Ava's been in her cage ever since yesterday. I see. It's a necessary precaution. If she goes crazy like that again, Kako could be in danger. Shoma used to be in charge of the key, but we've put it in the war room for now. You think we ought to move Ato's cage to a corner of the schoolyard? I think so. Leaving him near Ava the way she is now would be asking for trouble. Yeah, that's probably the safest choice right now, especially with Sire still out of action. Is there any chance Tsubasa can fix Sire? She hasn't really been able to assess damage yet. She's been too worried about other stuff. Ava went ahead and killed Shoma and Sire. Even I've got to tip my hat to her. Shoma's the one who attacked her first. We could probably rule killing him as self-defense. Technically, this whole war was self-defense, at least from Ava and the other Futurans' point of view. We all knew that, but this wasn't the time to point it out. It was a fact we were still struggling to come to terms with.
Yeah.
Self-defense? I don't know about that. Ava's never really been one of us. She used to be our enemy, and she only fought for us because we brainwashed her. I mean, you all saw what she looked like when she killed Shoma and took his cryptoglobin, right? Yeah, that was pretty intense. She was like some kind of monster. Then it's a good thing we put her back in her cage, isn't it? Perhaps, but will that be enough? If she goes berserk again, I don't know if we can bring her under control. What are you getting at? You're saying it's too risky to allow Ava to live, right? You want to kill her? That doesn't seem fair. Just because she might be dangerous. Might nothing. She killed Shoma. We'll never be safe with someone like that around. Or do you just want to wait around until she breaks out of her cage and attacks someone else? She stopped being a member of this team the moment she killed one of us. We gotta treat her like any other enemy now. You too, Takemaru? I know you don't want this, Takumi. That's why I won't force the decision right away. But we need to be aware of the danger and treat Ava with the appropriate amount of caution. So long as I'm not the one who has to guard her, I don't want to be her next victim. Ava was fast becoming a target of mistrust and fear. It wasn't entirely unjustified. Yeah. There wasn't really anything I could say to argue her case, so I just left. Jesus, man. We're gonna have a decision again to like choose to either let her live or kill her. The whole special defense unit was avoiding Ava now. And not just her, they'd also started to look at me differently. I didn't have to ask why. I was the one who insisted on saving Ava from Shoma. My insistence that she tell us how she really felt was probably why she'd snapped too. I was just trying to stop Shoma from doing something he'd regret. But if I'd stayed quiet, he'd still be alive right now. On the other hand, if I hadn't stopped him, he'd have killed Ava. Damn it. What was I supposed to do? I knew there was no real answer to that question, but it just made my remorse stronger. Oh man. I stayed in my room for the rest of the day. My thoughts continued to torment me long into the night. Day 65. It's morning. I don't think the others will feel like talking to me right now. At least not until we settle the issue of what we're going to do with Ava. I wonder how she's doing. How does she feel? Me shut up in her cage while we decide her fate for her. Maybe I'll go check on her before I do anything else. I went to the courtyard and made my way toward Ava's cage. In spite of all the chaos she'd caused a few days ago, she was sitting there quietly just like always. The only difference was that she was tied up now. We'd taken another of her freedoms away from her. Her expression didn't change when she noticed me.
Have you come to punish me, Mr. Sumino?
Huh?
I'm sorry. I don't remember anything after the end of the battle, but I've been told that I did something terrible. I must be punished. I will accept any punishment. Please, pass your judgment on me.
Sorry, but I don't have that right. Nobody here does. We can't judge you for what you've done, Ava.
Ava's only the way she is because Sari obliterated her real personality, made her a mindless slave. If anything, what happened to Shoma was our punishment for doing that to her. Of course, the way she was now, all that was lost on her.
I'm sorry. I don't understand. If I'm not going to be punished, when will I be let out? I cannot obey your orders inside this cage. I need to fight. I need to kill the invaders.
No, it's okay. Don't need to think about that stuff right now. Really. The only reason you feel like you need to is because of what we've done to you.
I don't understand what you're trying to tell me. Do you want me to stay in my cage and do nothing? If that is your order, I will obey it.
Sure, let's go with that. I'm sorry it has to be like this, but bear with it a little longer, okay?
Understood. I will remain here on standby until further notice.
No. This is rough. Like, this is actually really rough. I left the courtyard without coming to any new conclusions, but I still didn't think Ava killing Shoma meant we should kill her. It was our fault she was like this, in more ways than one. We were the ones who started this war, after all. Shoma's death had brought a lot of stuff into focus. Stuff I had been trying to not think about. Namely, what we've done to Ava. How we were trampling her dignity, treating her like a thing instead of a person. This was war, and humanity's future was on the line. I knew that, but did that really make it okay to do something so cruel to a living, thinking person? No, it absolutely doesn't. What we're doing isn't right. Despite my worries, I somehow managed to slip into a light, restless sleep. Day 66. One of the most intriguing things about this is like not intriguing, but one of the interesting things is to see how long this route actually goes for. That morning I decided to go see Ava again. I couldn't explain why, but I felt like I needed to talk to her some more.
How are you feeling today, Ava?
My physical condition is the same as ever.
That's good. Those restraints aren't hurting you, are they?
I am fine. They are a little tight around my chest, though.
Oh, right. Sorry. I don't think there's anything I can do about that.
I stayed and talked to Ava for a while. To be honest, I wasn't sure if I could really call it a conversation. I wasn't talking to the real Ava after all. This was just what was left of her after Sarah had removed any part of her personality that might have given us trouble. That got me thinking, what was the real Ava like? Not Ava the enemy commander, but Ava the future and the person. What had her personality been like before? What kind of life did she live? Who were the people she cared about the most?
Ava, did you have a family before? Somebody you wanted to protect?
We know that she has a daughter, and that being Commune. We know her sister is Vashnis. And we know that Vashnis killed their father, or their parents. I was just thinking out loud. I wasn't really expecting a reply. But my question had an effect on her.
Huh?
It's kind of interesting how certain things is what makes her go haywire. Like, when she ate the thing from Kako that she made, it made her go haywire. When Shoma said something about was talking about killing her, she started freaking out again. And now we're talking about family, she's freaking out once again. So it's like certain key words that are like setting her off.
Ava, what is it? What's the matter?
Stop it! No!
Ava, please get a hold of yourself.
Something was seriously wrong here. Ava jerked around erratically, a look of agony on her face, and then she just passed out? She slumped over motionless, like a puppet whose strings had been cut.
Ava? She's still breathing. She must have passed out. But why did this happen?
Should I tell the others about it? No, they'll just think she went berserk again. They're already looking for reasons to execute her. I better stay quiet. As I stood there looking down at her, Ava's lips parted, ever so slightly, and moved.
Commune.
Oh, there it is. Commune. We now know about that. I stuck to my decision and didn't tell anyone about Ava's strange behavior. When she woke up again, she'd gone back to normal. Well, normal for her. But I couldn't stop thinking about what she'd said when she passed out. What was it again? Commune? Could that be someone's name? Seems like asking about her family was what triggered that weird reaction. If she mentioned commune after that, then... Day 67. Things were still awkward between me and the rest of the team. I went to the cafeteria a little later than usual so I wouldn't run into them.
Huh?
Alright, no one's here. True, I was staying out of everyone's way right now, but none of them were actually seeking me out either. It had been like that ever since I had saved Ava. I didn't blame them for being mad at me. I was largely responsible for Shoma's death. I don't have anything to do today, but I'm still worried about Ava. Maybe I'll go check on her again. Takumi.
Ah.
Oh, hey Nozomi. You've been going to talk to Ava a lot lately, huh? Yeah, I guess. Is that a problem? Not a problem exactly. Don't take this the wrong way, but I think you should stop.
Huh?
Huh? I can tell what you're thinking. What happened wasn't Ava's fault. It's just because of the brainwashing. But if you keep this up, people might get the wrong idea. Think about how it looks. Nozomi was right. Nozomi was right, of course. She summed up the whole situation pretty well. Seeing me go and talk to Ava every day, it wouldn't be unusual for the others to start getting suspicious of me. Thanks for the warning. I'm sorry. What I'm saying must sound heartless. I mean, you're all Ava has right now. If you stop going to see her, she'll be the target of everyone's hate, with no one to turn to. But I'd rather that happen than see everyone turn on you. I had to say something. Even now, she's doing her best to be honest and considerate. Nozomi's such a good person. Better than I'll ever be. No, really. Thank you. But I'm going to keep seeing Ava. What? I'm not doing it for her. This is the only way I can deal with my guilt. Both for getting Shoma killed, and for making Ava the way she is. Heck, even for the fact that humanity are the ones trying to protect the future and home from them. I have been complicit in so much horrible stuff. Feels like the guilt is going to crush me. Talking to Ava helps, somehow. Takumi. Our conversation drifted into an uneasy silence. I turned and left the cafeteria. Somebody didn't try to stop me. I think this is the Ava route. Just based on everything that's going on. This is the same thing that happened with Veshness. I mean, we're forced to talk to Veshness, but I think this is going to be another character route, but it's going to be Ava route, the Ava route. I went to the courtyard to talk to Ava again. As usual, she answered all my questions with a dull, emotionless look on her face. In spite of that, when I talked to her, the miasma of guilt choking my heart felt a little more manageable. In the end, I was still using her, just in a different way from before.
Well, it looks like it's getting late. I'd better head back for the day.
Understood. Goodbye, Mr. Samino.
She looks kind of restless. She's trying to tell me something?
Ava, is there something on your mind?
Mr. Sumino, why are you being so nice to me? I'm just a possession for you to use as you see fit.
I don't want to treat you like a possession anymore. Even if it's not by your own choice. You're still an ally I entrust my life to on the battlefield.
You're my friend.
And we've done something truly terrible to you. That's the reason things have ended up like this. But for what it's worth, I want to do whatever I can for you.
For me?
My words would probably have rung false if I were speaking to the real Ava. If I really cared about her, I would have released her and let her go back to her own people. Since I couldn't do that, I was trying to make myself feel better by offering something else. A token gesture to help lighten my guilt.
Ava, I know it's probably pointless to ask, but is there anything you'd like to do?
Me? I want to kill invaders.
Other than that, I get...
No, I mean, outside of battle. There's gotta be something, right? Is there, say, anyone you really miss right now?
He's trying to get more information on Commune. The same way I miss Kadawa.
You said someone's name last time. Commune. Do you know who that is?
Commune.
The moment she heard the name, Ava's face went pale. Oh, there she goes again. Yeah.
Oh no, not again.
I wished I hadn't mentioned that name now, but there's no taking it back. Ava began thrashing around like she had last time. but with one very important difference.
Where am I? How did I get here?
What the?
Ah! My head! No! Stop! Get out of my head!
You've got to be kidding. The brainwashing's wearing off? The look in Ava's eyes had changed. It had gone from a beast-like confusion to fear and suspicion. It was the same way she looked when I tried to talk to her the first time before Siri took her away for his emergency treatment.
Please! No! No more! Don't mess with my head again! Why are you doing this? How can you be so cruel?
Ava, please, you have to calm down. I'm not going to do anything to you, I promise.
It probably didn't sound very convincing, but I was desperate.
You have to stop yelling, though. If the others hear you, we could be in big trouble.
You won't do anything? That's a lie! Why would I believe anything you say?
Now that Siri's not here to operate the machine, Ava's brainwashing is gone for good. But if Hideko and the others find out she's her old self again...
Listen to me, Ava. You were brainwashed. It's only just wearing off now. But if the rest of my team realize that, they'll kill you for sure. I don't want that to happen. I know this must be hard for you to believe, but please, just trust me on this. I'm trying to save your life.
You know, honestly, I think somebody's eavesdropping on this whole conversation. And they're going to cause everybody to turn their back on Takumi. Just a hunch.
Save my life. Oh wait, you're...
My frantic pleading finally got through to her, and she began to calm down. She was no longer looking at me with outright animosity, but that fear and unease in her eyes hadn't gone away.
I think I'm starting to remember. It's like something out of a nightmare. A me who wasn't me. You're... Takumi Sumino, leader of the Special Defense Unit.
You remember what happened while you were brainwashed?
Only a little. It's coming back to me, but it's still fuzzy.
I think there's going to be one decision here later on, which is going to be to either continue to protect Ava or let the others kill her. And that's going to lead to two endings, I think, if I had to guess. That's what all these routes tend to lead to. They tend to lead to two different endings. At least on one little strand. So I think that's what's going to happen here as well. Later on, I think.
Did you mean what you said just now? You really want to save me?
I do. Please, believe me.
It was such a subtle change that it was easy to miss. It was such an... I can't read for crap, man. It was such a subtle change that it was easy to miss, but Ava's caution seemed to ease up a little.
After you took me prisoner, your commanding officer, Sire, he brainwashed me. Now that I've broken free of it, the risks of letting me live outweigh the benefits. It's like you said, if the others find out, it could be the end for me.
She's still afraid, but she's thinking rationally. This is the real Ava, huh? She was a commander, so I guess it's no surprise that she'd be able to handle herself in a crisis. Feels like I'm seeing this whole new side of her, though.
But that begs the question. Are you really going to keep this a secret from your allies?
Oh, that might be the decision then.
If I can, then yes. I'll try.
You'd betray your own team for me?
No, I wouldn't put it that way. I'm just as loyal to them as I always have been. It's more like, even if our people are at war, as individuals, there's no need for you and me to hate each other, right?
So, this is your way of easing your guilt for brainwashing me? Well, all right. I'll do as you say. For now.
Thanks, Ava.
What am I going to do with her now, though? I don't have any kind of concrete plan. I have to think of something. I probably shouldn't stick around her too much longer. If people get too suspicious, this will all be for nothing.
We'll talk about what we're going to do next tomorrow. If anyone else tries to speak to you before then.
I know. I'll pretend I'm still brainwashed. But don't worry. You're the only one who comes to see me anyway.
Ava smiled sadly. Reluctantly, I walked away, leaving her locked up in the cage for another day. Wow. This is interesting, man. I like it because we're learning more about these characters, and finally we're seeing the real Ava instead of the brainwashed Ava, which I've been waiting for the longest time, seeing the real Ava. I never expected Ava to break out of her brainwashing, and so completely too. This could be a big problem. Keeping a secret like this won't be easy. Why did it happen now, though? How did she do it? She's been acting a little strange lately, but it only started at the end of our last battle. In other words, when she absorbed Shoma's cryptoglobin, didn't that make Ava strong enough to break free of Siri's programming? It's not impossible, I guess. Either way, I'm the only one who made the choice to save her and set all this in motion. I need to be prepared for what this could mean for me. Depending on how I handle this, I might end up in a worse position than ever. But that doesn't matter. I made my decision. Now I have to take my responsibility for it. Yep. Day 68. After eating a quick, simple breakfast in the cafeteria, I made my way to the courtyard when no one else was watching. Naturally, I was going to talk to Ava about the future.
Takumi Samino.
When Ava saw me, she dropped her act, allowing emotion to show on her face again. Aw, she's
You're late.
smiling.
You ought to consider how I feel, waiting for you all alone.
Despite her rebuke, she seemed more relaxed now, almost like she was warming up to me.
Sorry. I didn't want to look like I was in too much of a hurry and risk tipping anyone off.
I know. I was just trying to make you feel bad.
Oh, yep, this is definitely the Ava route. The Ava romance route.
I guess I deserve that much, at the very least.
We are enemies after all. You and I, we're enemies. Invaders, and the invaded.
Ava stared at me intently, her gaze burning with a dozen warring emotions. Anger, hatred, grief, and more besides.
Why did you attack us? If you'd never come to Futurum, none of this would have happened.
I won't make excuses. I know that we're the ones who started this war now.
No, I didn't mean to blame you personally. You didn't know. You were told you were fighting to protect your friends and family.
So did I skip something? No, I didn't. Okay. If I had to put a name to the emotion on Ava's face now, I'd have to call it pity. Compassion, maybe. I guess in her eyes, we were just misled soldiers made to fight in a war we didn't fully understand.
So, what's going to happen to me now?
I'm sorry. I'm still trying to figure that out.
I'm not necessarily expecting you to set me free, but it would be nice to know.
At the very least, I can promise I won't tell anyone you're back to your old self. They hate you enough as it is.
Hate me? Isn't that a little excessive?
You know, isn't Eito here? Isn't Eito seeing all of this? Isn't Eito seeing all of this? He's in the cage in the far corner of the courtyard, right? So isn't he seeing this entire thing? So if anything, I think Eito's going to be the one to tell everybody else that Takumi is getting close with Ava. Right? Eito's still here, right? He wasn't escaped by now. We had protected him or kept him alive before, and then we put him back in his cage. So isn't he seeing all of this? Eito's gonna be the reason why everybody turns their back on us. I bet you that's what it is.
They didn't treat me this way or make me wear these strange clothes before. Why did things change so suddenly?
Huh?
Something seemed odd about Ava's attitude. Could it be?
Ava, do you remember a member of our team named Shoma? Shoma Genzaki.
Shoma. Yes, I remember. He used to come see me in my cage and help me out with little everyday things. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen him in a while. What's happened to him?
Uh-oh. I was right. Ava doesn't remember killing Shoma. She did say her memory was still fuzzy. What now? Should I tell her? No. The shock might be too much for her, but I've got to tell her something.
You've gone pale. Oh no. Did he...
He died. In battle.
Oh. I see. I'm sorry to hear that.
Ava was too observant for me to hide the truth completely, but at least I was able to hold back the most important detail, for now.
He was kind to me, even when I was a prisoner. I got the feeling that he just wasn't made for war.
Yeah, he was a good guy. And a much braver, kinder person than he ever gave himself credit for.
You've had it hard too, haven't you?
Ava spoke with a kind of sympathy that I instinctively knew was sincere. Even shut up in his cage behind enemy lines, she still found it in her heart to consider my feelings. Obviously, she wasn't the only brave, kind soul
You're
around
not worried
here.
about me, are you? I'm the one responsible for killing all your friends.
Friends? Oh, do you mean the other heroes? We fought on the same side, but I wouldn't call them friends. They certainly didn't think of me that way. I didn't ask to be chosen by the power of God. If it weren't for that, I would never have gone to war in the first place. I never wanted to be a hero.
And with that, I finally understood. Ava and I may have been on different sides, born on different planets, but we were basically the same. Neither of us wanted to kill, or to fight or kill their people, but with our homes and families on the line, we'd been left with no choice. We didn't choose this life, it was chosen for us.
It's the same for all of you, isn't it? I understood that once I saw you outside of battle. You don't really want to fight either. It's too bad we had to meet like this. In another time and place, we might have been...
Ava couldn't bring herself to finish that sentence. I couldn't say anything to comfort her either. I just stared into her big, sad eyes. Oh. After a while, I checked again to make sure no one was watching and made my way back inside. Takumi, are you forgetting about Ato? Ato's there, right? He's still alive. She doesn't remember what she did to Shoma. This could be bad. Veshna said the commanders are forbidden to absorb another person's cryptoglobin. When Ava does remember, she won't just have to deal with the guilt of killing someone who didn't deserve it, but breaking one of her people's most serious religious taboos, too. I can't do that to her. I better keep it a secret a little longer. I was so absorbed in my thoughts, I didn't notice someone else coming down the hallway toward me until he spoke up. Takumi. Huh? Oh, hey, Tsubasa. It feels like a while since we've talked, huh? Are you okay? You look kind of pale. I'm fine. I didn't get enough sleep last night, that's all. Same here, but I'm one step closer to fixing Siri now. Oh, so the repairs are going well? Yep, Mocha and some of the others went out and found me a bunch of useful materials. And Yugamu found a bunch of data and schematics and stuff on the war room computer. How long do you think it'll be until you can fix them? At the rate things are going now, probably just 3 more days. I didn't exactly like the guy, but he was useful to have around. I think Shion misses him too. He hasn't appeared since Siri got destroyed, you know. I'm worried about him. Anyway, I'm gonna head to the cafeteria. Gotta fuel up so I can keep working. See ya. I parted ways with Tsubasa and went back to my room, feeling more uneasy than ever. I wonder if Taku's gonna have to kill Siri, so he doesn't try to brainwash Ava again, or if Siri's gonna be brought back to life, and then he's gonna make everybody turn against Takumi because of the fact that he's letting... I don't know. We'll find out. Sounds like she really is going to fix Siri. Now things are looking really bad. If Siri comes back and hears Ava's been acting strange, he's sure to look into the cause thoroughly. Then the fact that the brainwashing's come undone is bound to come out. Tsubasa says she'd be done in another 3 days. That makes day 71 my time limit. It doesn't leave me a lot of time, but what should I do? We're gonna escape together with Ava. That's what's gonna happen. After breakfast, I once more made my way to the courtyard to talk to Ava. We discussed the situation from different angles, and she told me a little more about Futurum and its people. I love her smile, man. Her smile is so sweet. And so cute. As we talked, I gradually became aware of something. I was enjoying myself. Being here with her, talking about whatever came into our heads, it was a nice way to get away from everything for a while.
You know, the more you tell me, I get the feeling Futurans and Earthlings aren't so different after all.
I know. It's not just how we look, but our culture and history is similar too. Maybe we share a common ancestor, somewhere in the distant past.
Sounds like something out of a sci-fi story. But it wouldn't be all that strange at this point.
Ava suddenly stopped talking and a look of profound sorrow across her face.
Something wrong?
I know that telling you about this won't do me any good, but I was thinking about my daughter.
Commune.
Daughter? You have kids?
Do I look too young to be a mother? Well, technically, she is adopted. Her name is Commune. She's only a little girl, but she's very smart.
Commune. So she was remembering her
Her
family.
birth parents tried to oppose Veshness and were executed. She killed them right in front of her. Commune has suffered so much already. I just want her to be happy. Don't look so worried. We may be apart now, but I'm sure God is watching over her.
You know, I've been meaning to ask about that too. The god that you believe in on this planet. What kind of deity are they?
I can tell you some of our legends, for starters. Long ago, God gave Futurum the boxes of blessings and calamity.
Blessings? Calamity.
7 boxes of blessings that could grant any wish,
Really?
and 6 boxes of calamity that would bring disaster when opened.
How do you know which one's which?
It's said that God's power is what gave the boxes such frightening potential. After they appeared, that same power brought about a long period of peace. We still believe that those chosen to wield it are closer to God than others. But when this war started, everything changed. Our divine powers are no longer used simply to protect others, but to actively slaughter our enemies as well. My sister, that is, Veshness, was at the forefront of that change in attitude. Commune's birth parents tried to stop her, so she killed them.
I saw fear, sadness, and powerlessness reflected on Ava's eyes. I was still getting used to seeing her express so much emotion.
My poor Commune. Fate hasn't been kind to her. Even now, she can't be truly free. Even if I'm just a replacement for the mother she lost, I still want to give her all of the love I can.
Just a replacement. Somehow I doubted that. When Ava talked about Commune, her whole being radiated love, the kind of love that only a real mother could feel. Seeing her like this seemed to make everything fall into place, and the last of my doubts disappeared.
Listen, Ava. I've made up my mind.
I crouched down in front of the cage so I could look her in the eye, face to face.
I'm going to get you out of here.
What? Are you serious?
Yes. So long as you're at this school, you'll never be safe. Sooner or later, you'll be seen as a potential threat and executed, or brainwashed again.
Either way, it amounted to this Ava disappearing forever. I didn't want that, and for some reason I don't think Shoma would have either.
You really mean it, don't you? But what about you, Takumi? If you let me go, won't you be treated as a traitor?
I'll figure something out. Maybe I can make it look like an accident.
I don't understand. Why are you willing to go that far for my sake?
I didn't have an answer for her, not one I could put into words anyway. But the camaraderie I'd felt for Ava before, the sympathy I felt for her now, the guilt at being part of an invading force, they're all driving me in the same direction. Maybe that wasn't much of a reason, or maybe it was all the reason I needed.
I guess it's because this war isn't what I thought it was. Knowing what I do now, I just can't justify it anymore. That's why it's so important to me to do the right thing in other ways, if I can. That's really all there is to it.
And the right thing is saving me.
Saving you and reuniting you with Commune.
Oh.
And I don't want to stop there either. Talking to you has made me realize how alike we all are. You and Commune can find other common ground between our planets. I'm sure of it. I'll try to find something on this side too. Maybe then we can stop the fighting and end this war peacefully. Maybe I'm being hypocritical or naive. Maybe I'll be treated as a traitor. But I don't care about that. I just want to follow my heart and do what I believe is right.
Takumi, thank you.
Alright. And just like that, my future had been decided. Now I knew what I had to do. It was best to do it sooner rather than later. I'd get everything ready today and carry out the plan tomorrow. On day 70, I was going to set Ava free. Uh-oh. Day 70. Uh-oh. I got up early before the morning announcement. I went over everything in my mind one last time, then headed to Ava's cage. First, I handed her a small knife to cut her restraints with. Where is Ato? Ato is here. He's in this courtyard somewhere, isn't he? He's gonna screw this up he's gonna screw this up for me. Phew, I can really move my arms and legs again. Those ropes were really tight around my chest too. Yeah, you mentioned that. All that's left now is to unlock the cage. But knowing Hideko and the others, they'll probably have some kind of extra security in place to tip them off. So when I do open it, get out of here as fast as you can. Are you sure you want to do this? I held her gaze for a few moments and smiled. It's too late for second thoughts now. I've come this far. I'm not backing down. Thank you, Takumi. I'm truly grateful. Peaceful negotiation might not be possible with Alveshness is still in charge. But I'll do what I can for you. Whatever happens to me from here on, I'll never forget what you've done for me. Ava. I wanted to say something clever, something meaningful. But I knew I'd never do justice to all the complex, confusing things I was feeling. Instead, I fumbled with the key I'd gotten from the war room and thrust it into the lock. This has me nervous, man. Huh? What's wrong, Takumi? That's weird. It's not opening. The key won't fit. Are you sure it's the right key? Uh-oh! Oh, shit. It's the right one, alright. I just switched it with a dummy. Hideko! Uh-oh. In a flash, 3 more figures appeared and surrounded me. Gaku, Yugambu, Takamaru. Such a pity. I didn't think you'd really try to release the prisoner. How could you let her go and get inside your head? You're supposed to be the leader here. I didn't want to believe it either, but now that we've caught you in the act, we can't let this slide. You betrayed us, Takumi. Ain't no way I'm accepting you as leader anymore. What's going on? How did you guys know? It was Ato! It was Ato! Ato is still here! Oh my gosh. Oh no, Sarah. You got bigger things to worry about. You've really done it now, Samino. Sarah? But why? I thought the repairs weren't done yet. Hooray! Kawana's just that good. Thanks to her, your beloved commanding officer's back and better than ever. A good thing, too. I was just in time to stop you from making a terrible mistake. No. And it seems like Ava snapped out of her brainwashing all on her own, too. Does absorbing Genzaki's cryptoglobin give you the strength to do that, I wonder? Absorb? What are you talking about? Stop it, Sire. Don't tell her. You mean you don't remember, Ava? You killed Genzaki and sucked him dry. Taking his cryptoglobin made your own power of God stronger. Strong enough to break through my brainwashing. This isn't good. When Ava finds out what she did, she'll... I took his power. I consumed the power of God. This can't be. I violated the taboo. No! Ava, calm down. You killed an irreplaceable member of our special defense unit. The least you could do is remember him. That's enough, Sire. Restraining Takumi comes first. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Okay, I like this. We get a different perspective of things, kind of. But damn. Restraining me? Sorry, man, but we can't risk you running around and trying something like this again. Do us a favor and come quietly, okay? Really don't want to fight you. Besides, it's 4 against 1. You don't seriously think you can win with odds like that, do you? The four of them began to close in on me. I broke God's law. It can't be. It's a lie. I can't let Ava out while she's like this. Even if she got out, she's in no condition to run or defend herself. Right when I was about to give up hope. Oh? There was the sound of an explosion, and a blinding light flooded my vision. Ah! What's this? A flash grenade. Who could have thrown it? Oh, yep, it's Eito. Over here. I bet it's Eito. It's obviously Eito. Over here, Takumi. Hurry. You! Still dazzled by the light, I took hold of his hand and let him lead me away. After a terrifying few seconds of running blind, the light started to fade. Definitely Eito. Somehow we made it all the way to the schoolyard. Over here, Takumi, hurry!
Hey.
Sorry, I had to say it in his correct voice. Somehow we made it all the way to the schoolyard. What are you doing here? Phew, looks like we lost them. It's a good thing Kurata left a bunch of traps lying around in her room. Eito, why? It wasn't just me Eito had saved. He'd somehow gotten Ava out of her cage and brought her with us. You got lucky, Takumi. When you moved my cage away from Ava's, it caused some kind of fault with the electromagnetic equipment. I could have escaped at any time. I just chose not to. I lost interest after you let me live a second time. I had planned to stay put and watch the conclusion to your ugly, loathsome lives. But then I happened to hear a rumor that you were going to betray the team, Takumi. I doubt you happened to hear anything from where your cage was moved to. Well, I'll leave that part to your imagination. The point is, once I heard about that, I couldn't remain passive anymore. While you were busy in the courtyard just now, I snuck out and got the real key from the war room. And while the others were blinded, I opened up Ava's cage and let her out. Okay, but why? Why would you save the two of us? You're allying yourself with Ava, aren't you? That means you're an enemy of humanity now. And as you know, I hate humanity. What? No, that's not what I was trying to do. Perhaps not, but that's not what everyone. That's what everyone's going to think. That's why I had to step in and save you. Not that it's going to help your case very much. He's right. It was bad enough that the others found out I was helping Ava, but if they also think I'm working with Eito, well, good luck from here on. Consider this a parting gift. Eito handed me a knapsack that had been lying on the ground nearby. I packed a set of Ava's battle gear and some light rations, as well as your infuser, Takumi. Now that things have reached this point, neither of you are going to be welcome here. What? But... No, you're right. I left a fire extinguisher near the wall of fire. Use it when you get out of here. Takumi, are you sure about this? Ava hadn't quite recovered from the shock of hearing what she'd done yet, but she'd calmed down a little now, and although she wouldn't say it, she seemed worried. It's fine, Ava. This just means I get to reunite you with Commune in person. And after that, we can figure out a way to open up peace talks. This might actually be better for us. Let's end this war, together. Takumi. There's never a dull moment with you around, Takumi. Personally, I think any attempts to negotiate with humanity are doomed to failure. But I'll at least hope that you end your life in a way that has meaning for you. What are you gonna do, Eito? I'll stay here. It's not like I have anywhere else to go. Besides, it might be fun to see how long the school lasts without you here. Okay, well, thanks again. Don't mention it, really. Don't. Your gratitude makes my skin crawl. You better leave before they come after you. Right. Come on, Ava, let's go. Okay. Oh, this is okay. This is cool. I like this. This is cool. So everybody sees us as a traitor. I feel like the only one that would probably understand would be Nozomi out of everybody. But this is cool. Like this, obviously this is the Ava ending. I'm just excited to see what happens, like what this leads to exactly. And so Ava and I ran, leaving Last Defense Academy behind us. I only looked back once. One final look at the school. Are we actually gonna have to fight them at some point? I don't think so. For a moment, I thought I saw Kadoa standing there, seeing us off with a melancholy look on her face. Oh, it wasn't Nozomi. There he goes. Didn't you want to say anything to him? No, it's fine. If this is what Takumi wants, there's nothing more to say. Aw, see, Nozomi is the best girl, man. Nozomi is the best girl, bro. Like, she supports everything that Takumi does. Like, she understands. I love it. So, see, I told you, Nozomi is the only one that doesn't see him as a traitor. Everybody else probably, but Nozomi definitely not. GG's to Nozomi, bro. for having the belief and confidence in Takumi. You worked so hard to save him, though. Are you sure you want to keep it a secret?
Oh,
You even begged me for my help, let me out of my cage, and even went and found the real key, all for him. Oh, okay, so that's how he got out. Is this what they call unselfish love? You have to forgive me, I've never understood that kind of thing. No, that's not it. It's... Honestly, I'm not sure how I feel. We have to fight if we want to survive. But so long as we keep fighting, other people will suffer. In a situation like this, I have no idea what's right or wrong. No one does. I think that's part of why Takumi is leaving. He can't think of the future as just the enemy anymore. If that's how he feels, I won't stand in his way or force him to stay and fight against his will. All I want is for Takumi to press forward and trust in his decision, just like he always has. Aww. GG's, Nozomi. To think the team leader of the Special Defense Unit would run off with an enemy commander. If Sumino follows Atsuki's lead and starts fighting on their side instead, could be a problem. We're better off detonating the bomb in him now so that doesn't. Wait a moment, Sarai.
Huh?
You're stopping me, Shizuhara, what gives? From Veshnus' point of view, Ava is already a traitor. I can't imagine the invaders welcoming her or Takumi with open arms. And when you factor in how inhospitable the rest of this planet is, the two of them probably won't live very long on their own. Give them enough time, they'll be begging to be allowed back into the school.
Yeah.
What, you think we can afford to just wait for them to come crawling back? They'll effectively be acting as decoys while they're out there. They might even kill some of our enemies for us. But what if Veshnus kills Takumi and takes his cryptoglobin? Beating her is going to be hard enough already. We don't have much chance of winning it without Shoma, Ava, and Takumi anyway. I don't think Takumi deserted us without good reason either. He has a plan, I'm certain of it. What kind of plan? I don't know, but I do know he'll do his best for us in his own way. He can't do that if you kill him now. Why not take a chance on him figuring something out? Also, a little reminder, we could have left you the way you were before. We didn't have to fix you. You can consider this your way of returning the favor. Well. Never had you pegged for the sentimental type, Shizuhara. Thought you were all about strategy and logic. Sure, why not? You've won me over with your honeyed words. Guess it's always better to bet on the slim side than no chance at all. And let's face it, the way things are now, humanity needs every chance it can get. We certainly do. Okay. So Hideko thinks we have some type of plan. Day 71. Let's see where we can get. Probably not gonna be able to do all of it, but it'd be nice to get a little bit further. Because if it is long, I'm not gonna want to do it all in one episode, or I might just do one in a long episode. It might just be 2 hours long, or an hour 45 and 50 maybe. We'll see what happens. Ava and I wandered through the ruin after abandoned ruin. That was all we found, no matter where we went. The merciless heat in the day and cruel cold at night slowly but surely ate away at our energy. Day 72. Day 73. At some point, we stopped walking and just stood in place like statues. All around us was nothing but ruins and rubble. We didn't have the energy to move another inch forward. I had been prepared for the fact that I might die back when I defied Sari to save Ava. Now it looked like our escape had only bought us a few days reprieve. Needless to say, dying so far away from the school meant I'd die for good. Takumi, I'm sorry that you have to suffer like this. I'm the one who should be punished. I broke God's law and now you're paying the price. It's a little late for that now. I told you before, didn't I? I've made my choice, and I'm sticking to it. And you don't regret it? I looked at Ava, her face pale and washed out with exhaustion, and smiled. It hurt from how cracked my lips were, but I did it anyway. I've made a lot of choices since this war began. Choices I can never take back. If I had to be honest, I've got a ton of regrets about all of them. But not this one. For once, I know I made the right decision. We may be from different worlds, and we may have started on different sides, but being here with you, even like this, it makes me happy. Oh, Takumi, you're such a fool. Such a wonderful fool. Ava and I stood there, buffeted by the merciless wind and dust storms, leaning on each other for support. Each other, that was all we had now. Day 74. Morning found us still standing there, surrounded by the desolate remains of the future and civilization. Which day was this again? 74? The rations Ato had given us were getting low. We were going to run out of water soon. This barren wasteland wasn't likely to offer us anywhere to top our supply either. Couldn't we go to second to last defense academy? Don't they still have stuff over there, maybe? That's where Ato went whenever he got shunned. None of the buildings had anything edible left inside them. We were just lucky we didn't run into any invaders. In a way, being killed by the very planet my people had tried to invade was probably a fitting end for me. Commune. I wanted you to meet her too. Hey, don't be like that. It could still happen. Even as I said it, I knew it was a vain hope. This planet was a big place, and we didn't even know if Ava's daughter was still alive out there somewhere. Even if she was, the two of us no longer had it in us to go and find her. All we could do now was stay put and wait for death to claim us. Day 75. We made it to day 75. I thought we had anyway. I might have lost count. My eyes hurt from the blazing sun shining onto my face. I guess that meant I was on the ground now, lying face up. I didn't know how long I'd been like that, but I couldn't see myself getting up again anytime soon.
Ava.
Me.
I croaked out Ava's name, and she answered me. That was the only sign I had that we were both still alive. I forced my arm to move and reached out in the direction her voice had come from. Slowly. Slowly. My fingers met hers sooner than I was expecting. She'd reached out for me too.
I'm going to try to think about this the same way you do. This isn't punishment for violating a taboo. It's just where my choices have led me.
Ava.
Talking to you. Being saved by you. The time we've spent together. It's... I don't know how to explain it, but somehow, when I'm with you, I feel at peace. If this is how I die, here, with your hand in mine,
Aw.
maybe it won't be so bad.
I had the sense that Ava had closed her eyes. I didn't like where this was going. A chill ran down my spine. I called her name again, but this time there was no reply. Is this really the end? I guess this was always where we were headed, right from the time we left school. But Ava, I wanted you to live, even if I couldn't. I wanted to feel like I'd protected something. Someone important. But it's over now. Everything's fading. It's all going dark. Day 76. Day 77. Day 78. Me. Takumi. Please, wake up, Takumi. At the sound of that voice, I opened my eyes. How'd he end up here? Where's this at? Huh? Where am I? Takumi, you're awake. Oh, thank goodness. I found myself laying on a simple bed, with Ava looking down at me with an expression of profound relief. Ava, how are we still alive? I raised my tired head up and looked around. We weren't in the ruins where we'd passed out. This felt like somewhere completely different. Someone arrived to save us. Right at the last minute. Saved us? Who would do that? Oh, there she is, Commune. Ah, you are awake. That is certainly a relief. He might not have made it if it wasn't for you. Thank you so much. Commune. Commune? Do not be so modest, Mother. You'd been nursing him around the clock as well. You may have come to first, but I wished you'd be more careful. Ava, did you say Commune? So, this girl is... Yes, I am Ava's daughter, Commune. It's nice to meet you, Takumi. Mother has told me a lot about you. We are fortunate to be able to save both of your lives. Welcome to the Rebellion headquarters. Rebellion? It's a long story. You should have some warm soup first. Now that you mention it, that'd be great. I'm starving. While I dug into the first hot food I'd had in days, Commune told me about what was going on. The people of Futurum and Earth had been at war for years, generations even. Futuran society had become a military dictatorship, with Veshness ruling by right of her abnormally strong cryptoglobin. The power of God she'd been blessed with made her a hero among heroes, somehow who had saved the planet from certain doom countless times. But all that power had gone to her head. She started eliminating anyone who opposed her or dared to disagree with her policies. To Veshness, every living Futuran was a potential weapon to use in the war against us. Those grotesque monsters were called invaders. They'd all just been regular people once. Plenty still opposed what Veshness was doing, but they couldn't do so openly. That was why they formed this underground resistance group, the Rebellion. Ava's daughter Commune had assumed control of the Rebellion. As its only cryptoglobin user, she was a natural choice. Still, so that'd be a tough job for a little girl like her. Alas, the Rebellion lacks the power to engage the Supreme Commander and her forces directly. Any resistance we offer is but a drop in the ocean. Even my divine power is ill-suited for battle. On the bright side, that means Veshness has largely ignored us in favor of more immediate threats. Like me and my friends? Indeed, the hero-class fighters have all been sent to assail your base rather than hunt us down. Then why don't we work together? None of us want this war to continue. If we can stop Last Defense Academy from raising this planet, and take down Veshness too, we might just be able to live in peace. It's a pleasant thought, but we have no hope of defeating Veshness. And as for your academy, do you really think you can destroy it? Can you bring yourself to fight your former allies? No. I knew very well I couldn't do that. Not so long as I had this bomb inside me. And do not forget, your kind are the hated invaders who have laid waste to our planet. Yeah, of course. Oh, but you are different, Takumi. As the one who saved my mother's life, I have nothing but gratitude for you. Commune looked at me with genuine affection. Ava must have been playing up my good points while I was still unconscious. Still, if Veshness defeats your old team, she'll surely come after us next. I hate to say this, but our best chance may be for Veshness and Last Defense Academy to destroy each other. Commune, I'm so sorry you'd had to shoulder this burden alone. I took everything I had to keep Veshness away from you for this long. That was more than enough, Mother. I'm just happy I get to see your smiling face again. Commune. Not to mention, having the two of you here will provide quite the morale boost. You sure you want me too? Of course. The Rebellion is a refuge for anyone on the run for Veshness. Besides, what kind of daughter would I be if I turned away a man my mother favors so highly? Favors? It's not exactly a honeymoon resort, but please do make yourselves at home here. Commune, I think you've misunderstood. Oh, I understand all too well, Mother. Come, let me show you your tent. Due to supply issues, you'll both have to stay in the same tent together. I'm not sure that won't be a problem for you. Shall we? Yeah, I guess we should. Awkwardness aside, that was the start of mine and Ava's life with the Rebellion. Our final deadline, day 100, was getting closer, but our bodies needed time to heal and recover. Not being used to Futuran people or customs, I felt a little out of place at first, but Ava did her best to help me get used to it in any way she could. With all the time we were spending together, the vague feelings that I had for Ava began to develop into something more definite. I couldn't deny them anymore. And so, the days passed by, one after another. How many days had passed? Oh, all the way to day 93. Alright. The wind was gentle that morning. It felt like the kind of day where you could relax and go with the flow. Takumi loves Ava! Okay, I like this though. I like this relationship so far. I mean, of course, I'd rather Takumi be with Nozomi, but, you know. There's going to be, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a Nozomi route at some point, so I'm not worried about that right now. The wind was gentle that morning. It felt like the kind of day where you could relax and go with the flow. Way out on the horizon, the mountains towered underneath an endless azure blue sky. It was the kind of scenery I could never have even dreamed of back in the complex. I sat outside our tent for a while, just marveling at the sight of it. Living here was nice. It was quiet. Time passed by without me really noticing. Even with the occasional invader attack, they were never too much for Ava and me to deal with. It wasn't like at Last Defense Academy, where it felt like we won every battle by the skin of our teeth. I wonder how everyone is doing back into school. Bet they're still fighting hard. Oh, Takumi, you're out here, huh? Ava emerged from our tent and sat down next to me. Were you thinking about your friends again? Yeah, and not good thoughts either. What do you mean? Just that it's thanks to them fighting all the tough battles that we can live so comfortably here. Yes, according to Commune's scouting parties, several more squads have been sent to attack the school since we escaped. They're probably doing everything they can just to get by. Dying, getting revived, dying again. Despite knowing that, more than feeling sorry for them or guilty for not helping, I just feel happy. I want things to stay the way they are. I like my peaceful life here with you. I don't want it to end. It's not fair that I get to be happy when the others are going through hell. It should bother me more. Takumi, I'm a terrible person. I was their leader, but I ran off and abandoned them. At some point I started shaking, and not because I was cold. Ava took my trembling hands in hers and drew me into a warm embrace, comforting me like she would a crying child. Of course you don't want to fight anymore. Of course you want to be happy. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to feel bad about it. Besides, I'm pretty terrible myself. I allowed my precious daughter to shoulder a burden she's far too young to bear. Not only that, I also broke one of my people's most sacred laws.
Even if I can't take your sins away, I can at least lament mine with you. We're both guilty of awful things. So why not comfort each other in our guilt?
I didn't know what to say. What could I say? In all likelihood, these 100 days were going to end just like that, just like the last, with Shion's undying flames scorching the planet and destroying everything in their path. The only way our peaceful lives could continue is if Last Defense Academy fell. Commune's suggestion that we hope Veshness and the Special Defense Unit wipe each other out had seemed heartless at the time, but deep down, I think a part of me felt that way too. Come back inside, it's cold out here. Yeah. I let Ava lead me away, back into our tent. From the bottom of my heart, all I wanted was to live with her like this, always. But I knew that wouldn't happen. Everything was going to change, and soon. I could feel it inside me with a cold, hard certainty I struggled to ignore. Day 94. While I was wandering around the rebellion camp, Commune called out to me. Hello, Takumi. You certainly seem like you had a good time last night. Quit kidding around. Is my relationship with your mom just one big joke to you? The two of you are so close these days. After all, perhaps I'm a little jealous. You're always so mature and level-headed. You feel more like her sister than her daughter sometimes. In all seriousness, I am happy for her. I've never seen Mother smile the way she does around you before. Her life has been so full of worry and unwanted obligations, she's never really had a chance to. She's had it pretty tough, huh? Yes, she never wanted to fight, but after being chosen by God's power, she had little choice. Not to mention her own sister is the Supreme Commander. She's been used and exploited at every turn. But now it feels as though she is really living her own life, thanks to you, Takumi. Hey, come on. If anything's giving her life meaning, it's you, Commune. The hope of finding her way back to Commune was that what had made Ava beg us to spare her life after all. I know my mother loves me very much. I've never doubted that. But it is because we are so close that I can tell you are special to her, Takumi. Special? Mother and I are parent and child. We can never be equal partners. That's kind of a lot of pressure, but I'll do my best not to disappoint you. That's the spirit. Keep it up. And one day I may call you father. Commune smiled mischievously. I couldn't tell how serious she was, but it was clear she meant it when she said she was happy for Ava. She must have been so worried about her all this time. Could Ava, Commune, and I really be a family someday? It was a nice idea, just thinking about it made me smile. And how much happier would I be if I could make that dream a reality? I love this, man. I love this. Day 95. We'd had another string of peaceful days without any scuffles against invaders. That in itself wasn't a bad thing, but I had an uneasy feeling about what might be coming next. My misgivings turned out to be right on the mark. One day, Commune visited our tent, looking pale and shaken. I received a troubling report. A hero was sent to attack Last Defense Academy a few days ago, specifically Dalsha, the paragon of warfare. Dalsha! What? Who's that? Dalsha is one of the planet's greatest warriors, strong enough to be considered warfare incarnate. He was supreme commander before Vashnis ousted him and locked him away. She must have let him out on the condition that he fight for her. She really is getting desperate now. There's still someone that strong out there? We didn't fight this Dalsha guy last time. Who'd have thought Vashnis still had a trick like that up her sleeve? He and Vashnis are not exactly on good terms. Given the chance, I would have liked to invite him to join the rebellion. What about the school? What happened to the special defense unit? They somehow managed to defeat Dalsha, though it cost your friend made of undying flames most of his power. Shion. Damn it! Why does he have to be so reckless? Though they won, the school sustained massive damage in the process. The undying flames surrounding it have disappeared, too. The wall of fire is gone? Does that mean Shion's dead? Or did he just use up too much energy? Either way, there are two things I could be sure of. Firstly, the school had used up its last resort. Shion wouldn't be able to protect them a second time. And second, if there weren't enough undying flames to keep the wall up anymore, there definitely wouldn't be enough to raise the planet on day 100. One of my major concerns had effectively disappeared, but that didn't matter to me. What about the others? Are they okay? Did they survive the battle? Takumi, I cannot tell you that. All my spies could glean was that the building itself has taken heavy damage. I don't like the sound of that. So long as everyone stayed on school grounds, it could be brought back if they died. If the infirmary was taken out of commission, though, all bets would be off. Of course, I had no reason to think that was the part of the school that had been damaged, but... Vashnis is bound to notice the absence of the protective wall. She will probably mount her final attack on the Academy soon. One final bloodbath to destroy the invaders that have caused the planet so much grief. Yes, and she wants to finish the job herself. That's just the kind of person she is. What are the rebellion going to do? We will watch how it plays out. That is all. As I told you before, we are not warriors. The best we can do is hope that both threats neutralize each other. I didn't have any right to criticize Kemune's judgment. Not so long ago, I probably would have said the same thing, if it meant I could keep my peaceful life here. Sorry, you two. I'd like to be alone for a while. I left the tent and went outside to think. Takumi, are you? Oh, this is gonna be a choice we're gonna have to make to like go back and save Last Defense Academy or stay here. Maybe. Or maybe we go there anyway? We'll find out. Awake or asleep, I got no rest. A confusing mismatch of emotions was warring inside me. On the one hand, there's my concern for my friends, the feeling that I couldn't sit here and do nothing while they were in trouble. And on the other, the urge to stay out of it, to just hunker down and wait for the end to come. I kept going back and forth, first feeling one way and then the other. On and on it went. Awake or asleep, I got no rest. Day 97. Oh boy! Ever since I heard the news about the school, I'd been caught up in an endless nightmare. It kept me awake at night and haunted me in my dreams. There's no escape. I knew going back now wouldn't change anything. I knew that. I was a traitor, after all. They'd probably detonate the bomb in my body the moment they saw me. And I was happy here. I had a life with Ava that was actually worth living. My choice should have been clear. Really, it was no choice at all. So why did I still feel so conflicted? What was I going to do? Day 98. We know Vashnis attacks on day 99. Camille came to wake me up that morning, looking more small and vulnerable than I'd ever seen her. I just received a report from one of my recon teams. Is it? Yes, Vashnis is leading a massive force of her mutated bioweapons toward Last Defense Academy. It seems the time has come for them to settle things. Takumi. Ava didn't actually say don't go, but it was written all over her face. Based on our projections, she'll probably arrive at the school tomorrow. That's when the final battle will take place. Tomorrow. If I left now, I might still be able to make it in time. But should I? If I was being completely honest with myself, I didn't want to lose the happiness I'd found here. But could I really abandon my friends? After everything we've been through together? I had a choice to make, the last one before this war finally ended. How was I going to live from here on? Should I just follow my heart? What did following my heart even mean for me? It was time to decide, once and for all. Oh man, here we go. Ooh, boy. Save Last Defense Academy. As much as I would love to stay here and live a peaceful life with Ava, we have to go save our friends. Even if it means us dying, at least we're dying with a purpose, you know? We gotta go save Last Defense Academy. That's not an option. We have to save Last Defense Academy. Even if they only see me as a traitor, at least I can do one last big thing for them to see me as a friend. This the same friend that they've always had. This is on the same path. Yeah, this is on the current path. I made up my mind, really. There had never been any choice but this one. I betrayed my friends for Ava, and now I was going to betray her. She and Camille would probably never forgive me for coming into their lives like this, only to abandon them. This is how it had to be. When I'd save Ava, it was because I'd refused to lie to myself. I was doing the same thing here. Day 99, here we go. As dawn was breaking, I got up and left the tent. Okay, I got my infuser and fire extinguisher. I won't be needing food or water. I've got a pretty decent idea of which direction the school is from here. If I hurry, I should be able to get there before sunset. I thought about leaving a letter or something for Ava, but decided against it. If she was going to hate me for running out on her anyway, there's no point in me muddying the water with half-hearted apologies. Better for her to forget about me and move on. Guess I should get going. Right as I started walking, a voice called out to me. So, you really were planning to go back alone? Ava, what? How? I spent enough time with you to know how you think. You're not the kind of person who can abandon his friends, but you also wouldn't want to get me involved. You might think you're indecisive or half-hearted, but when it really counts, you stick to your convictions.
That's why I love you.
Aww. Aww, that's cute. You saw right through me, huh? Are you mad? No, not really. Just surprised. After all this time together, I thought you would understand me a little better. What do you mean? I mean, I'm going with you. I'll stay by your side, even if it means fighting my sister. What? But you can't. You'd just be throwing your life away. I bit back my words. Saying that would be like admitting I wasn't expecting to survive this either. Let's do this, and both come back together. Our chances of success are higher with 2 fighters than just 1. That should be obvious. What about Commune? Besides, you've got no reason to fight for humanity. They brainwash you into killing your own people. You don't owe them anything. Not them, but you've protected me, and you've shown me love. I'm not doing this out of guilt or pity, or because I don't know what else to do. It's the same for you, isn't it? Or were you only with me because you felt sorry for me? No, of course not.
I don't want to stifle my feelings anymore, Takumi. My heart is telling me to go with you. For once in my life, I want to follow my heart.
Ava. I felt like such an idiot. I really had misunderstood Ava. She had her own feelings and free will trampled over, first by Veshness and then by us humans. When I let her escape, it was because I wanted her to be free to make her own decisions and live her own life. So why did I never imagine that she'd choose me? Alright, let's go. You and me together until the very end.
I've waited so long to hear you say that. Ever since you let me out of my cage, this is all I've wanted. To be with you. Always.
Sounds like the matter is settled. Commune! I talked to her about it already. She's going to respect my decision. Are you sure you want to let your mom come with me? Aren't you hoping for the two sides to wipe each other out? Not anymore. Whoever wins in the end, the rebellion will find a way to defeat them. Take good care of my mother, Takumi. Alright, if that's what you want. I'm sorry, Commune. We finally found each other and now I'm leaving again. You must think I'm very selfish. Grown-ups have the right to be selfish sometimes. Sometimes too, Mother. If you're happy, I'm happy. You have your own life to live. There's nothing wrong with trying to make the best life you can.
Thank you, Commune. I'll always love you. My darling daughter.
I will be praying for your victory. Both of you.
Aw. And so, I left the camp and made my way back toward the school. Not alone like I'd originally planned, but with Ava by my side. One way or another, this battle would end the war. There's no question of that. Eventually, we reached a spot where the wall of fire used to be. And there it was, Last Defense Academy. Oh, man. She's too strong. Looks like this is as far as we go. No, we can't give up. If we lose, then... This is the end. All that's left is for me to consume your power. I'm just wondering here. I wonder if we're going to kill Veshnis, right? We're going to get through this. We're going to kill Veshnis, but then after that, Sari's just going to blow us up. Like he's just going to make Takumi do the bidding, and maybe that's her plan the entire time. Have Takumi kill Veshnis, finish everything, and then kill Takumi for choosing to let Ava out because he's a traitor, or for becoming a traitor by letting Ava out. I don't know. I feel like we're still gonna die here, but I guess we'll see. Ava rushed in and blocked Veshnis' attack at the last minute.
Everybody, stand back!
Guys, are you okay?
Takumi, you came back. It took you long enough. Oh, Hideko was tearing up. Oh, so you two shut up after all. And just in time, too. This whole thing was starting to feel anticlimactic, hardly worthy of my moment of triumph. What did you do to the others? See for yourselves. They're right over there. What's left of them, anyway? What? Oh, over there, Takumi. Ada pointed to a spot a few feet away. Uh-oh. There, in the far corner of the schoolyard, were several mummified corpses. Oh my god. I knew this was a possibility all along. I thought I'd prepare myself for it, but actually seeing them like this was still a shock. It still hurt. I think there's some more of them under the rubble somewhere. I'll devour them too, in due time. Every bit of power brings me closer to being the new god. Damn you, Veshnis! I launched myself at the Supreme Commander, putting all my strength into my next attack, but... She shrugged it off like it was nothing. Didn't even scratch her. I felt the rage and despair in that attack, but a blade weighed down with so much emotion will never reach me. Veshnis delivered an attack of her own, her sword cutting through me like a hot knife through butter. I don't believe it. How can she be so strong? Is this because she absorbed everyone's cryptoglobin? Is that the best you could do? How disappointing. I wouldn't even have to transform. I suppose it's the price I pay for being so powerful. I may as well consume you now. Once again, Ava stepped in to block Veshnis' attack in the nick of time. Ava, my poor, foolish sister. You dare to speak my name with that filthy, traitorous mouth of yours. I won't go easy on you just because we're related. You'll suffer as painful a death as the rest of these fools. Ava, don't. You have to run. No, I won't run. Not this time. I'll face my sister. For you, I'll face any foe, Takumi. You never stood up to me before, but now you'll fight me? For the sake of some alien man. Just how far do you need to disgrace yourself until you're satisfied, sister? First a prisoner, then a slave, now a consort. Where will it all end?
You don't get to talk to me like that. You'll never understand how I feel. You have no idea how much Takumi has done for me. He's given me a whole new life. I'll gladly use it to protect him, even if it means fighting you.
Ava let loose a mighty attack. Veshnis deflected it, but not as easily as she had mine. The Supreme Commander looked shaken. Ava had managed to surprise her. When did you get so strong? Fine, I'll give you a taste of my true power. Transform, sister. Fight me with everything you've got. I'm sorry, Takumi. Huh? I wanted to fight this battle as the Ava you knew. I didn't want you to see me in that form again. But if we want to win this, we're gonna have to use it one last time.
Blood of my bond. Release.
Uh-oh. From there, all the rest of us could do was stand and watch. Before our eyes, the two giant monsters clashed again and again, trading blow after vicious blow. Oh wow! Oh, that's a cool photo. Perhaps the strangest thing of all was that they were evenly matched. Ava was actually holding her own against the Supreme Commander.
I must admit, I'm impressed. Where did you get all this power?
It was always there. I just found a way to draw it out. Until now, I never understood what my divine power was for. Why it chose me. But there's not a single doubt in my mind now. I'll use this power to protect those dear to me. To protect Takumi and Commune. I will defeat you!
Even for all your nonsense, you are my sister. However, there's a difference between those who have devoured God's power and those who have not, that you could never hope to bridge. You're still abiding by our people's ridiculous teachings, but I'm different.
Ava roared like a feral animal and became a whirlwind of bloody steel. It was just like the time she went berserk after absorbing Shoma's cryptic organ.
Yet! I haven't lost yet!
What is this? Ava, you absorbed another warrior's power. You broke the taboo.
Really? Okay. Oh, sorry. But really, how are you to talk? You've literally sucked up every single person you could come across. Every single one of the Special Defense Unit. Even their fellow commanders. So you have no right to talk. How could you be surprised by that? Whatever. F Veshness, bro. Yeah, what?
Bravo, sister. I never knew you had it in you.
I mean, I kind of knew she didn't care. I kind of knew she didn't care, but still, I just wanted to say something because that just pisses me off.
I thought you were just another cretin clinging to the teachings for comfort. But no, you're like me. We are family.
I won't lose. I can't lose!
It was a gruesome battle, the two commanders tearing into each other with so much desperation in their mouths that it made my stomach churn. Tears were streaming down my face. I wanted to look away, but I couldn't. Ava, sweet, gentle Ava, was fighting like a relentless killing machine. And not out of duty to her planet, either. She was fighting solely to protect the ones she loves now. When I thought about it like that, her monstrous form started to look incredibly beautiful to me.
Ava! Don't let her beat you! You have to win this, Ava! I'm here for you!
All I could do was try to hold my broken body together and shout encouragement. But Ava heard me. The ends of her blood-stained mouth lifted up into a smile.
Thank you, Takumi. Just watch! I will protect you!
Veshness and Ava continued to fight each other for a while after that. I kept cheering Ava on until my throat was hoarse and cracked. The battle lasted several more hours. Finally, the two sisters were no longer able to maintain their transformations and reverted to their true forms. To think someone like you could push me this far. I underestimated you, sister. You've shown real ambition and gained great power. But I think you know your ambition can't match mine. I've sworn to become a god and rule over this planet forevermore. Ambition? Don't be ridiculous. I'm not like you. The two of them were exhausted, but no one dared to step between them. Their movements were sluggish, but as they raised their weapons once more, they're still every bit as intimidating.
Now, we end this.
Yes. Once and for all.
Ava and Veshness lunged toward each other in one final clash. There was a flash of steel as blades met flesh. The two of them collapsed to the ground at the same time. Ava's blade had pierced Veshness' heart. The light faded from the Supreme Commander's eyes, and then her body went still. As for Ava, she didn't look much better. She used up every last ounce of her strength.
Ava!
Takumi, did you see?
Aw.
Yeah, I saw the whole thing. You were great, Ava.
I won. I I actually beat my sister. Perhaps this is wishful thinking, but do you think he lent me his power? I broke God's law when I killed Shoma, but he still helped me protect you.
Yeah. I'm sure that's what he would have wanted. But don't talk. You need to rest.
I had her hand in mine, but it felt cold. Her pulse was weak. It was like she was fading away right in front of me. I could feel other people standing around me. Probably Hideko, Eito, and Nozomi.
You saved us. Our team didn't get wiped out. And Commune. She'll be safe now, too.
I'm glad. It means you won't have to be alone. And maybe now, there can be peace. Just like you always wanted.
I wanted to scream. I didn't care about any of that. Humans, Futurans, peace. None of that mattered anymore. I just wanted Ava to stay with me. That was all I needed. She was all I needed.
Don't be sad, Takumi. You saved me too. You gave me a whole new life. One that I chose for myself. I got to choose how I lived. And how I died. That's enough for me. Takumi.
Her voice was too weak to hear, but she mouthed the words, "Thank you. I love you." Aww. And then, Ava, the person I loved more than anyone in the world, closed her eyes, never to open them again.
No. You can't.
Aw. Now, it was up to me and my surviving companions to protect the planet. Vashna's demise heralded a new chapter in Futurum's history, and in humanity's too. The two sides would open negotiations and forge a path to true peace together, but Ava wouldn't be here to see it happen. The time she and I spent together had been happy, but all too brief. That's why I would never forget Ava, or what we had meant to each other. I would carry her with me forever. Aw. Okay, that was really sweet. That was really cute. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it didn't get me as much as the second scenario ending. Like the official second scenario ending, it didn't get me as much. But it was still pretty emotional. We can go and skip the credits. Okay, ending number 7, Ava route. Thank you. Wow, man, we're getting through these endings like that, man. We got 87 more. Okay, well, we still got a little bit of time. This might be a longer episode. Hopefully, I don't mind that. So this might be about two hours long, maybe like 2 hours 15 minutes long, if I had to guess. Because there's not gonna be a lot of cutting in this particular episode, just because of the fact of all this is pretty much just cutscenes. So there's not gonna be a lot to cut. But hopefully, I don't mind a longer episode. We're going to go ahead and go back to day 98 and choose not to save Last Defense Academy and see where that takes us. Our happy ending with Ava. But I did like that ending. That was pretty nice. It was sad, but it wasn't as bad as the Nozomi one. Like, the Nozomi one got me bawling my eyes out, dude. But yeah, let's go ahead and stay here and see what kind of happy ending this leads to with Ava. My heart was in anguish. It assaulted me with all the guilt it could muster, begged me not to abandon the ones I'd sworn to protect, my friends, my family, my entire species. But I ignored its entreaties. I had something else I wanted to protect now. Takumi. Ava. That's who I want to protect. So long as I have her by my side, nothing else matters. That's how I feel, in my heart of hearts. I won't go back to the academy. I'll stay here and continue to build a life with Ava. Even if I lose everything else, this is what my heart wants. It's okay. I've made my choice. I don't know how many days, months, or years have passed since then. Aww. Are they pregnant? Oh my god, that's so cute. Ah. But Ava and I have been wandering the wasteland for a long time now. On that fateful day, Last Defense Academy fell and was destroyed. The forces of Earth were foiled, and Vesh's rule became stronger than ever. Futurum wasn't raised by undying flames, but now we had a dictator to deal with, as powerful as she was ambitious. She hunted down the rebellion with extreme prejudice. We lost touch with Commune. Don't even know if she's still alive. So hold on, let me read that again. Even I was wandering wasteland for a long time now. On a fatal day, Last Defense Academy. Okay, yeah. Last Defense Academy fell and was destroyed. The forces of Earth were foiled, and Vesh's rule became stronger than ever. Futurum wasn't raised by undying flames, but now we had a dictator to deal with. As powerful as she was ambitious. She hunted down the rebellion with extreme prejudice. She lost it. Okay, gotcha. Ava and I have managed to avoid Vesh's so far, but it may only be a matter of time.
Takumi, I felt it kick just now.
You did? Wow. It's so full of energy.
Yeah, it's a real little rascal. I can't wait to meet it.
Same here. We could use an excuse to celebrate.
We lost a lot. Almost everything, in fact. Except for each other. But I still have Ava, and she still has me. So I don't regret making this choice, even with the world in the state that it's in. It's what's allowed me to share my life with the woman I love.
I bet the baby's going to look like you.
Aw.
No way. Definitely going to take after its mother.
We began walking again, in hand, feeling each other's warmth and knowing that we weren't alone. Perhaps this was our punishment for everything we'd done, but it wasn't all bad. We had the world to ourselves now, and for the rest of our lives, we'd always have each other. Okay, I like that. That was nice. That was a nice ending, a nice happy ending. Alrighty, okay, so it's not about to be 2 hours long, but okay, cool. That is yet another ending in the books, y'all. Which one's this one? The Wanderers. Alright, and we completed all of Ava's routes. Got the trophy for it. 14 endings down, 86 more to go. Alrighty, guys. Well, that is definitely a good place to end things here for now. In the next episode, we'll go ahead and continue going backwards in the second scenario timeline. And I guess next time we'll be going back to decide whether we kill Ato or keep him alive. So we're gonna be killing Ato in the next episode once again. But I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I actually did enjoy this episode a lot. This was a bit of a longer episode. Hope y'all don't mind that once again. There's not really gonna be much cutting in this episode because of the fact that it was mostly just cutscenes. But I still really enjoyed it. Out of these two endings, I like this one the most. But yeah. So anyways, guys, if y'all enjoyed this episode, go ahead and hit that like button, comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. Become Royalties today. We'd love to have you in our community. Anyways, guys, in the next episode, we go ahead and take on the next decision and continue moving from there. So once again, thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. See y'all then.